A book of mine called Death of a Chieftain, short stories, got very bad review by another Irish poet, Patrick Kavanagh. It was actually savaged. So I consulted with Beckett. He says, don't answer them, they're not worth it. Then we had discussions about various productions of his works, because already he was becoming so well known that he couldn't control them all. And he was especially alarmed by an Abbey production which had been organised by Peter O'Toole. But now that one looks back, which one should, I think also he was partly afraid, because he was becoming world famous, and the Prix Formentor had just come through, and he was afraid of the Nobel, and he wanted to be reassured that he was all right on the home ground, and they weren't going to disdain him because he'd become world famous. And I remember a curious discussion about him. He said that he'd heard along the grapevine, it seems it happens sometime in May, that he heard along the grapevine that the Nobel Prize might be offered to him. And he said, of course, excitedly, I can't take it. So we listened. Then he said, yeah, but that's what Sartre did, so I can't do that. So we waited, and he said, that's been taken care of by my publisher. He's very kindly going to Stockholm, and he's going to tell them that I don't want it, but I have to take it. So that was, now, I had discovered, if you're meeting him on your own, that it was preferable that one shouldn't seem to be too happy. That you should sup sorrow with a long spoon, is the old Irish saying. That it would help if you seemed a bit as if you were down in your boots, in the dark side of the moon. And if you're being pursued by the black dog, or what Robert Burns called the blue devil, and that would make for a fairly good conversation. But even that could sometimes turn strange. There was a time halfway through the 19th century, after the 1960s. What does time do to you? Yeah, I was deeply depressed because my marriage didn't seem to be going well, and my work didn't seem to be going well either. Didn't seem to be gaining the acceptance in the world. All the usual kind of ills. And even pills were not working, and I couldn't sleep. And have you ever tried counting sheep? So I discussed this with Beckett. What did he do when things were not going well? Oh, said Sam, I play the course at Carrick Mines. The old, he said, and the new course. All 18 holes, one by one. I can't play golf. And he grinned. He said, that would be a handicap.